easily?
He's
I
probably ate
mean,
my bedroll.
he's probably in love
Goats,
with you, right?
goats.
Right?
Oh, that's
When
right.
you're kind
Well,
of
except
washing yourself off, all of a sudden you feel a tug behind you, and the tug is a little girl holding a bear, and she says, "Mister, can you tell me a bedtime story? I'm scared."
why, yes, little girl. I'll tell you a bedtime story. This is the story about the terrible giant. We killed.
Oh, the
They
terrible
had two heads.
giant.
Yes, they had two heads and they attacked us. We killed them with all of our powers and then sawed their heads off and let them rot on the side of our wagon for a little while.
Eek! And she gets all scared and puts her hands up, drops her bear, and runs back to the wagon that's behind yours.
Are you sure you're a good character, lady?
Well, yeah, I
You
mean,
sure?
it's just a story. I mean, the kid needs
It's a little
to the
girl.
kid needs to buck up. Those little girls got to learn sometime. I mean, guess I could have been a little more empathetic.
Oh my god.
It didn't work.
Worst cleric
Well,
ever.
I might as well pick up her bear and use it to wipe the rest of the slime off and towel me off, since it's probably the only clean thing there is.
Oh my.
And then, and then I'll go ahead. Look, you're like cutting the heads off of creatures, but drying off with a teddy bear is suddenly over the line for you? Okay, whatever.
It's an absolutely evil creature. And you just,
I'll go. Okay, all right. I'll be a little more empathetic. I'll take the bear and I'll run to where that little girl hailed from, which is, I'm assuming, a
Hailed.
wagon close.
Oh, it was the wagon behind you.
A wagon behind me. So I run there and I say, "Little girl, oh, you left your sweet little teddy bear behind." And then I pet the teddy bear on the head. He's so cute. And then I'll pet her on the head. You're a cutie too. Where's your family?
And just at that point, the door swings open, and her father, a very, very traveled type of man,
Large.
yes, very beastly, bulging man,
Muscular.
yes, he bald head, patch on his eye. I mean, the whole 9 yards, man. The curly chest hair and the very middle of his chest. He goes, What do you say to my little girl?" And he just snatches her up, pulls her inside of the wagon, and then he jumps down onto the ground and shuts the door. And he stands, and he's about a foot taller than you are, foot and a half taller than you are, and he's looking down at you, and he goes, "What are you doing here with my little girl right now in the middle of the night?" And he looks like he is fixing
Oh,
to
you're.
goal cock you.
So I'm like, "Oh, don't worry, everything's okay. Your little girl wanted a bedtime story, so she came over to where everybody was. But then she left her teddy bear, so I thought I'd just bring it back. What a sweet little girl. What's her name?"
Roll a charisma check. Persuasion.
All right, persuasion. All right, here we go. My charisma blows, but I'll roll good. I know it. Give me a sec. Let me check this out.
What is his stat? 3, 7.
1d20 plus 2. No, no! You gotta be kidding me.
Oh
I
my
rolled
god.
a 1. I fumbled it.
Oh my gosh.
Then I need to yell, it's okay, I'm a cleric.
What? You're of the church? And he goes back and he goes to hit you. I'm gonna roll an attack roll.
Oh, snap.
You're not wearing any armor either, so right.
Nope.
All right. Well, he hits you.
Boom! Right
You-
in the noggin.
You're gonna take a total of 7 damage from the hit, and you are knocked up against the wagon, and now this thing is shaking back and forth. And now everybody
I
everybody roll perception checks. Zelos, I know you're up laughing. Misty, you're up watching this laughing. You two see this happening right now.
So no perception from us.
No perception from you guys. So Rafavar, Kensa, Doral, you guys roll perception rolls, please. DC 10. Doral, you're still sleeping away, praying to Moradin. Kensa, you're sleeping.
Can't
Wow,
get 'em up.
triple eights. Yeah, you guys are knocked out. You guys are sleeping. However, Zelos and Misty,
I'm so sorry.
you see this happening.
You're hearing
This massive, beastly, bulging guy with an eye patch and this patch of chest hair, and he looks like he's all oiled up and like all leathery and like lathered up with just sweat. Man, he's grabbing the cleric and like kind of
Just stay down.
putting him. Oh my god!
Just stay down.
Chokehold.
Yeah, he's basically lifting you up against the wagon, the back of the cavern. I'm sorry, the back of the wagon, and he asks, "What were you doing with my little girl?"
So I put my hand over my eye where he punched me, and I whisper at his face. I'm like, I was telling her a story. Oh my God, you're so overreacting. Are you okay?
He takes his
You're
other
a little
hand.
anxious tonight.
He opens up the door, and he asks the girl to come in. He goes, "Sally, what was this man doing to you?" And Sally says, "Daddy, he was telling me this story about cutting off the giants' heads, and I forgot Teddy. And when I was going to get Teddy back, he was here, and then you came out. What are you doing, Daddy? Don't hurt him."
See, I told you. I wasn't lying. I might actually press charges to the Merchants Guild for unauthorized face punching.
Hit him again.
He lets you go. Give me an acrobatics check.
Oh, acrobatics. Finally, something I can do. Hold on. So that'll be a D20 plus 1.
D20 plus 1.
Finally.
That'll be 2.
You land on your feet.
19. Woohoo!
He
And
let
then after everybody yells, ta-da.
he lets go of you, and he looks at you and he points at you, and he says, "Don't touch my little girl again, or I'll snap your neck."
I look back at him and say, okay, no problem. Just relax. I didn't touch her the first time. But,
You were patting her
But
on
she's
the
off-
head when I opened up the door.
Oh.
You were touching her. No one touches my daughter. Except for
All right,
me, of course. No, I'm teasing.
will you...
Ooh, that got dark real fast.
Yeah,
Well, you have a great night there, mister. I need to put some meat on my eye.
it's so
Wait,
stupid.
that didn't really
but
come out right, did it?
funny.
Whatever. I need to put something on my eye to keep the swelling down.
So as
I think by this time we're going to have to let him know that we did get Carl out of his bedroll. And he's now tied up to the wagon again.
So yes, as this is happening, several of the other, there's a couple lanterns starting to come out of the interiors of the other wagons, and now people are starting to look around like, what the hell is going on out here?
I'll just look at him and say, nothing to see
Couple
here,
of
folks.
the-
Nothing to see here.
A couple of the guards come over from the cultist area and says, "Everything all right over here? What's going on?"
Everything. It's all hunky-dory. Just a communication mishap.
What the hell
Everything's
happened
fine.
to you? God, oh God, your eye looks
He
horrible.
wanted a pair of my... He loved my jammies. He wanted to know where I got them. We'll just leave it at that.
Oh, your eye looks horrible. You better put some meat on that thing.
I will. Maybe if Kensa could shapeshift into something that could give me some meat. I don't know. No, okay, well.
I see.
Unbelievable.
So I'll go ahead and I mean, I could obviously lay on hands on myself, but I didn't really want to say that in front of him in case he'd pummel me some more. So I'll go ahead and
Fucking black bloody eye. I mean, unbelievable. Nothing to see here.
nothing to see here, not even from me.
In his jimmies.
That's right. I
And
got
an
my,
eye that's
my
like
PJs.
enlarged the size of a grapefruit.
Oh, this is not my day. First I was humped by a goat. Now I was punched by a giant guy. Bring on the Ettins. That's a lot easier
Welcome
to
to the
handle.
party.
Oh, okay, yes, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. So I'll go and dump out my sleeping bag to get all the, or my bedroll or whatever that is, to get all the remaining slime, whatever, off. And I'll go ahead and just harumph and lean up on my side and choke back a little tear. Why don't people like me? And then I'll go to sleep for the night. So just to have you know, my background is kind of interesting because I'm trying to play my background. Just to have you know, my flaw is by my words and actions, I often bring shame to my family. So I don't know what it is. I don't know. I mean, that's how I'm trying to play it. It just seems to always work out that way.
I love it.
Oh well.
So what say you, Zelos and Misty? You guys just caused some ruckus, didn't you?
We just hazed him good.
This guy was like comeliness of like a 7. This guy was like barbaric. This guy looked like an Uthgard barbarian. This guy was like 7 foot tall. This guy
Just
was
makes
like
me wish I was awake.
beastly bulging guy. This guy was massive. Kensa would have been on this guy like a fly on shit.
Mm-hmm.
Zelos, you're lighting up, but you're not saying anything.
Only in her bear form.
Oh yeah. Oh, BEAR. No problem. Never mind.
Bear lady! That used to be my
You got
nickname.
excited for a minute there, didn't you?
It's that band, Bare Naked Ladies.
That's right. I thought bear form. BARE. Shapeshift for me, honey.
It's the bare necessities.
Noble bear necessity.
So what do you guys think? You guys are gonna go over and consult the cleric, or no, or
Is this the next morning?
No,
or...
we're just gonna go to bed.
So I'm sitting there crying in a pile.
You
Well,
guys-
guys remember?
I'll wake up.
I
I'll
was
wake up
sniffing-
the other gal, Kensa, because I've been overhearing some of their conversations, and I'll quietly wake her up. Hopefully she doesn't claw my face off. Please don't claw my face off, Kensa.
1 minute, let me roll a d20 in real life for her mood swings.
Oh, is she a moon druid?
Oh no, you're fine. She's alright.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, once you're awake, I'll let you kind of get the Cliff Note version of what transpired, all while I'm trying not to laugh too much and let you know where he is.
Do I hear Tiberius cry?
I think he might be.
he's curled up in a ball in his sleeping bag, in his slimy ass sleeping bag. And the goat's still there with him.
Yeah.
He's like kind of like
Oh my god.
spooning
Oh, I
with the
thought
goat.
they moved the goat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought
spooning.
Zelos tied him up.
It's just you and
We've
me,
got the
Carl.
goat
Well,
back
we
on
tied
the
up the
tied to the
goat.
wagon.
Oh, okay, the goat's back on the wagon. Gotcha.
But yeah, I hear Tiberius crying, and even though he's a jackass sometimes, I do think of him as a friend. So I go up over to him and hear him quietly sobbing to himself. If he hasn't noticed me, I'll like gently put my hand on his head.
Mommy? Booby? Is that you?
Oh, come on!
Is that you, Mommy? Oh, it's just you, Kenza. Why you guys always picking on me?
What happened, Tiberius? I didn't do anything.
Oh, I don't know. As you can see from my shiner, I was attacked by a gargantuan one-headed Etten.
There's an Etten around here?
It sure looked like an Etten to me. I was bringing his daughter's teddy bear back, and he cold cocked me right in my left eye. Luckily, I see out of my right eye.
Unbelievable.
Well, I actually said on my left eye too, but I'm right-eyed.
I see that you're gonna survive.
Anywho, what are you doing? What you doing?
We got woken up and heard you crying. I just wanted to see if you're okay. And what were you crying about and all that stuff, but that seems like a horrible misunderstanding. You gave someone back their belongings and you got punched for it.
It was horrible. Will you shift into something snuggly and hold me? Like a bunny rabbit.
I roll my eyes and go, fine. It only lasts 2 hours, and after 2 hours I'm out of here.
Boom! I just got some bunny.
I shapeshift into a rabbit.
So I'll go ahead
my
and put my
God.
arm around that cute little bunny and drift off to sleep.
I don't even know what to fucking say.
The end.
I really don't. Next morning comes. That's all I'm gonna say.
Another round.
Reminds me of somebody's dog.
Oh, dear.
You can tell people are tired. This is the conversation.
I think it was the best thing where he actually asked her, "Will you shapeshift into a bunny or something so I can just hold you?" That was like the best line ever,
Well-
man.
Well, one of my traits is something like, I watch over my friends if they were a litter of newborn pups, and I did say he was my friend. So.
Hopefully you didn't transform into the...
Oh, that's
that
sweet.
is sweet. But it wouldn't have been sweet if you transformed into the rabbit from Quest for the Holy Grail. That would have
Monty
not been a
Python?
good thing, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh God.
But yeah, like midway through the night, I actually shaped back into a humanoid because these only last for 2 hours.
Do you go back to your bedroll, though?
Oh.
Well, does he wake up? Is he still got his arms around me? All that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'll still sleep through it. I'm not interested in
It's a bit of a
sex.
size difference from rabbit to humanoid when you wake up.
Yeah, you guys split the bedroll.
That's right.
Yeah, you get out of there. You're okay. I'm sorry, that shit is just like too funny. I'm sorry. Will you shapeshift into to something that I could hold? Too
Worth.
good.
She's cold on the outside, but she's alright on the inside.
That
She's a
was
softie, really.
awesome. All right, so the next morning is here. You guys notice several things. Now, when you guys
Ruffles
wake up,
are pretty much.
especially with all of the rain that's been going on, a lot of the the storming, the raining. When you guys, everything is strange. Everything appears to be really strange. Now, you awaken to see that everywhere around you, surrounding you, not only around in the camp, but on the entire countryside, is blanketed with fungus. I mean, it is growing everywhere. This fungus is growing everywhere. And
What?
yeah, seriously, I mean, it's growing everywhere on the ground, all around you. When you stand up, I mean, it's earth under you, but you can literally see the fungus taking over
It's among
the
us.
bare areas of where you guys were sleeping. I mean, it's crazy.
What color's the fungus?
It's all different kinds of colors.
And when you say fungus, do you mean like a mold, or do you think more of like a mushroom?
Now see, now you can see that these, and when you guys are looking at this is starting to actually, this mold, some of them are starting to turn into mushrooms, and they're actually.
Is it like the mushrooms?
Yeah, it is like
we
it
saw
is
before?
definitely like a mushroom, and they're getting bigger, and you can actually see that these things are growing. And when, like I said, when you guys stood up, you can see that this fungus is actually starting to encroach the areas to where you were sleeping.
Is it edible?
I don't know. Do you want to do a nature check?
Gonna,
Nature check?
Okay.
first thing you do is don't eat mushrooms.
I like how my first question is edible.
I like it.
I'm gonna go ahead and don my armor.
You need to be
I'm assuming no.
super
I'm assuming-
careful. Because
I'm
you guys
assuming
are
there's
all
no
surrounded by this. I mean, it is
Okay,
so-
literally everywhere. Not on the... It's only on the ground. Growing on the trees.
Okay, so it's not on my armor. Or
No,
anything.
it's not.
I want to alert my allies that Zelos and I have encountered similar mushrooms before, and that some of them were much more dangerous than others.
This is basically, Misty, as far as your eye can see. And you can literally see the growth of these mushrooms. I mean, you can literally see them growing. And, after several minutes, you can hear, all of the, the merchants, the other guards, nobody is moving, everybody is afraid to move. And you can hear one person yell, "Oh my God, it's poison! Don't touch it! We'll all die!" Now, to get
Yeah, 22.
to get back with you, Kensa, I'm going to send you a tell real quick.
Okie doke.
Now, wait, are these mushrooms like over our heads now? Or, I mean, not mushrooms, but fungus.
No,
Where we're
but
standing.
in the, I would say within the, we'll say that you guys are kind of standing around for about 10, 15 minutes. They've actually grown a lot of these mushrooms have grown about an inch. I mean, you can literally see these things getting bigger. And then there's some off into the fields that are up to a foot tall. But it doesn't seem like they go past about, it seems like height-wise, it seems like they don't go past about a foot tall.
Hey, Rafavar, if any of these get on you, you'll be a real fun guy. Fun guy. Never mind.
Your eye looks so horrible this morning. It's got like pus and shit oozing out of it.
So, doing the spells at night wouldn't have, since I'm my own best friend for healing.
I didn't.
But I guess I didn't say that. I
no,
just
you
went
didn't.
to sleep.
You just went to sleep. So, I mean, you can.
No, I
you can
think you
cast a heal
said-
on yourself.
It's all right. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool with it as long as it doesn't block my sight or anything. It's like a badge of honor. So I'll keep the black eye for a couple of
It's from
of
the Etnas,
days.
brah.
It is the single-headed Etten.
Well, the
So-
first thing that comes from Rafavar's mind is, what on earth happened to you last night, cleric?
I would worry about these mushrooms before they overtake you. Somebody was yelling that they're poisonous. Is anybody? I'm looking around. Is anybody like falling down or sick because of them, or are they all just kind of backing up?
No, everybody's kind of in their wagons and not moving if they're surrounded by this stuff.
So, Misty, you were yelling something earlier, but I was just waking up. What did you yell about? What are these things?
We've seen them before. Some of the mushrooms explode on contact. Some are poisonous. And looking around, Dave, the ones that are close to us, you said there's multiple different colors. But I remember the blue ones were the largest, and like the purple ones.
Yeah, the
Are we seeing any
Purple
of
ones are the poisonous.
violet ones. Yeah, they were the ones that had a spore type of release if you hit them.
I'd like to shout across the caravan
Oh
camp.
my God!
No one
it's
touch them.
Poison!
These aren't mushrooms. They are shriekers.
That didn't help me.
Are there any purple ones near us?
What will these things do?
What the hell's a shrieker?
Oh my god. If you touch them, they will shriek a very loud screech or scream and draw attention to us.
And
Then
you
how
hear
are
it
we gonna move?
towards the front? You can hear, "Row!" like a hideous scream, and you hear
Who touched?
several more go off, and you can hear, you can actually hear the guards screaming, "Oh my God, it's so loud!"
Can we burn it? Does anybody have anything we can burn these things with? Like some kind of a monk burning hands or something?
That would be a great idea.
Hey, can we burn these things?
I
Rafavar
turn to
or Misty.
Kenza and I say, "You seem to know more about these. Are they flammable? Is that a wise course of action?"
They can be burnt, but they're generally a lot sturdier than regular mushrooms, I believe.
You think I should clear us a path? I mean, where are we trying to go from here? I mean, it doesn't
Well, I
look
mean,
like there's.
we should all just bail. I mean, I'm yelling. I'd say jump in the carts. Let's get out of here.
If we get out of here, everyone has to get out of here first.
Oh, I guess you're right because we're kind of in a gigantic line.
Yeah, now
So are the
these
other people-
shriekers are starting. Well,
sorry, go ahead.
these mushrooms are starting to get a little bit bigger. Now they're about 2 inches, 3 inches tall, in some spots. But the ones on that you can see all throughout the entire countryside, all around you, they are up to about a foot tall. All different shapes, sizes,
ones-
colors.
Based on the sizes, Dave, if we look around, is it discernible which direction this wave of fungi has come from? Because I'm assuming in one direction, wherever they started from, they're taller, but there might be a direction they haven't gone to yet, or does it just look like it encroached upon us from all sides?
It looks like they're coming. It looks like it's coming from west, going to east.
And the road that we're on currently is going
North to south. Well, it's going northwesterly.
Okay. So to get away from them, we'd have to essentially turn around.
No, because it's going from west to east. But I see what you're saying. But I mean, everything is pretty much already surrounded from where you're at now. Everything is pretty much surrounded by these, this fungus and, small mushrooms, large mushrooms. I mean, the whole area is basically surrounded. I mean, it's growing on the road. I mean, it's just all of this moisture is just making these things sprout up everywhere.
Well, does anybody have any oil and tinder? Maybe we could. Well, I don't know if making a big fire would be a good idea. I mean, here's my thing. If these are shriekers, and obviously they are because we can hear them, then aren't they going to call more Ettins or other creatures to come after us?
Mm-hmm.
We probably want to start getting on our way.
Even if you set them on fire, they'll probably still be screaming while they're burning. So it's either everyone settle up and get out here as quickly as you can and keep going and just keep going, or